Hello there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be your reading for the first half of May 2019. If you're new here, my name is Melissa, and I do Zodiac Tarot readings around the beginning of the month and around the middle of the month for the first half and the second half of the month. I also post a video every Monday on a metaphysical topic, and we call that Metaphysical Monday. So if you're interested in those videos, the link to the full playlist is in the description box below. The next video coming out is going to be about the new moon, and if you're watching this after that Monday comes out, then you'll want to check out the video or the playlist. And also make sure you hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications for next Monday's video and also for the next set of readings. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to finish shuffling while I remind you that this is a general reading, and I'll be connecting to people all over the place, and there will be messages for multiple people. So please take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind for them. Okay, I have one more shuffle. The card on the bottom of the deck is going to determine the overall energy for the reading, what the reading basically is going to be about, since we don't have a question. So the bottom of the deck, oh, we have the Lovers card. We have the Lovers for Sagittarius. Okay, so for me, I feel like this reading is either going to be about relationship, like actually a romantic relationship, or it could also be a partnership that's coming to be. So let's see, what is Sagittarius dealing with presently? All right. You have Justice, the Seven of Swords, and Temptation. We have a lot of major cards out here already, so I feel like there's kind of some big shifts going on internally with you. You are really working on yourself, I feel like, and maybe some spiritual growth, possibly just coming to a new level of awareness about your life and your purpose and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but I do see some kind of some negative stuff that you're dealing, not negative, I hate to say that you're dealing with some negative shit right now, but I feel like there's some stuff that you're not really comfortable with right now, and some things going on that you should not be doing. So I feel like the Justice card is justice. It's weighing the pros and cons and kind of getting what you deserve and that kind of stuff, but not necessarily, I don't feel it as getting what you deserve in this case, because we do have the Seven of Swords, which is kind of feeling like you're being deceived somehow, or that there's something not right. And also we have the Temptation, which is the Devil. So we feel like maybe there's some kind of unhealthy attachment or addiction. And honestly, the Temptation card has come up for a lot of folks for the first half of May. So I feel like there's a lot going on right now, as far as being unable to unattach for things that are not good for you. So whether or not it's I know I'm a smoker. I know I hate saying that. And that's really should be a hint for me. And I tried to quit smoking. I went an entire 4 days without a cigarette, but and then I managed to make one pack of cigarette last almost a week after that, until I went right back to it. So I feel like that's something with that a lot of people are struggling with right now, is kind of breaking a toxic habit. Whether that be toxic people that we're attached to, toxic things that we're attached to, just really being too attached to material things, or even addiction, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, something like that, that's in your life that you really know you shouldn't be doing, that you're, I feel like that's kind of what you're dealing with right now, and feeling like there's like a situation just isn't right now. So being that we did pull the Lovers card first, and that's kind of the overall influence here, I feel like there's maybe a person in your life, whether it's a romantic partner or somebody that you're working with, a friend, some kind of relationship that is maybe toxic for you, or that you're not feeling is kind of on the up and up. But we do have the Justice card here, so I feel like that's going to be really about figuring out your balance and what you're going to accept as far as how people treat you. But yeah, I feel like you deserve more, and getting what you deserve part of the justice is deciding what you deserve. You decide what you deserve, really. What you put out there as what you put out there as far as vibration and what you think you deserve, that's what you're gonna get. And I feel like that's what the Justice card represents to me anyways, is getting what you deserve, but also knowing that you decide what you deserve and what you'll accept as treatment from other people. So how you allow people to treat you is what you're going to get. So if there's somebody in your life that you're feeling is being deceitful, or that is somebody that you're attached to that you know is not good for you, it's something that you're dealing with right now. So let's see what the next couple of weeks has for you. Okay, near future for Sagittarius, near future. All right, we have the Knight of Rods, so I feel like somebody coming in to motivate you. Somebody's gonna come in and light the fire under your ass. And then we also have the Five of Cauldrons, was just kind of just like really kind of rejecting emotion and kind of not taking what's being offered to you, not taking just kind of drawing away from emotion. So I feel like that's what's coming for you. There's some movement coming, but you're really not looking at it. You're not seeing what's really there. So again, I feel like there's not really, you're too into your physical self, and I feel like with the major cards out here, I mean, it's kind of half and half. You're knowing that something's not right, and that you're ready to shift. And a lot of times some of those first steps in this shifting of consciousness and being more aware of what is going on within yourself, and trying to you just have that feeling that there's more than what meets the eye. And in this case, I feel like you're in this stage of not really denial, but in this stage of a lot of times you're reaching that rock bottom point, and that rock bottom point is what it's kind of like if you look into like the steps for a spiritual awakening, or the steps for enlightenment, a lot of times you'll see that a first step listed, one of the first steps is kind of going through a dark phase and reaching that rock bottom point, and that's really the triggering point that wakes you up. So I feel like that's where you're headed. You're in a kind of a darker place right now, but somebody is going to come in and kind of help you. And I feel like the Lover's card is right next to this Knight of Rods or Wands. I feel like somebody does come in for you that tries to help motivate you and kind of kick you in the ass a little bit, to get you to notice what's really there. Like, this cup is spilling, but it's almost empty. There's not much there. And, there's just, you're ignoring something. You're ignoring something there. And I feel like there's somebody that comes in that kind of like pushes you. It just kind of gives you a little nudge and just like, hey, wake up, But I do feel like there is some spiritual stuff going on with you. Maybe not spiritual in a religious spiritual kind of sense, but something growth wise internally, with your being, not just like your earthly body being, but also just coming to realizations and that kind of stuff. So that's what I see coming up. You're still kind of dealing with the same stuff, but I feel like somebody's going to come in and try and help you out with that. So let's see what advice we have for Sagittarius. What advice do we have for Sagittarius? Yeah, buddy. The Knight of Swords, and then the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. This is some good signs. And then we have the Page of Rods. Okay, so we have like the Page is a messenger or an apprentice, somebody that's young and learning. I feel like these two cards are connected. There's a kid in the background. So like if you're a parent and you're kind of not, I don't want to come off, but you know, uncensored, this is what I'm seeing. I feel like you're kind of, if you're a parent, you're neglecting your kids. You're not giving them the focus that they need. And I feel like this person could be your child or somebody that's kind of younger in your life, somebody that's kind of impressionable, a student of some sort that you're dealing with, that I feel like you need to pay more attention to, even if it's maybe your own childhood, something that you need to revisit as far as your childhood goes, that you need to really think about. And I feel like this is we need to move faster, pick up the pace. This could be somebody coming in to sweep you off your feet, but I don't really, I feel like the romantic situation that we were kind of seeing in the beginning is something that shouldn't be right now. You shouldn't really be focusing on the romantic situation. I feel like it's kind of toxic and not good for you. And this could be somebody coming in to help you out with that aspect of it, but this is not a romantic necessarily. I feel like somebody who cares for you, but that you don't really see them that way, but they're it's something motivating for you, for sure. But also there's this quickness about it. There's a quickness about it. And the other card was the Ace of Pentacles. So possibly a new job coming in. This could be also connected to the partnership that we saw in the beginning with the Lovers card. Could also be a Gemini that you're dealing with that is kind of toxic for you, that you need to kind of step back from. But overall, with these three advice cards, I would say is kind of pay attention to the child within or around you. If there's a child in your life that you feel you may not be giving your full attention to, it's time to kind of step up in that arena, in that realm. Start looking for a new opportunity for finances. There's a new opportunity that you should be looking for. If I'm not saying quit your job and start looking for a new one. I don't see anything about quitting anything as far as finances go, or stepping away from anything financially. And honestly, this is the only pentacle out here. So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing now, just make sure that you keep your options open, is what I'm hearing. I'm definitely hearing a strong keeping your options open, and that could have something to do with this. It could be something that if you don't act fast, you're going to miss out with this opportunity. But there's definitely an opportunity that you need to be paying attention to and being open to some new opportunities coming your way, because I feel like if you don't act fast, you're going to miss out. So that is really, that's the advice that I'm getting for the cards, from the cards for you, for the beginning of May. It's you know, I feel like it's kind of a bleak time for you right now, and that bleakness is part of the process in what it is that you need to learn from this life experience. There's definitely a lesson that's being learned right now, and you kind of have to go through this in order to get there. But I feel like paying attention to childlike behaviors in your own existence. Maybe some shit happened to you when you were a kid that you really need to focus on dealing with that right now. But there's also kind of an opportunity that you need to keep an eye out for, being open to opportunities. If you don't act fast, you're gonna miss out. But you're definitely working on something, and sometimes the process isn't always fun, but we have to go through it. So I wish you the best, and definitely check back for your next reading to see what else comes out for you. I thank you so much for watching so far, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you again for watching, and as always, have a blessed day.